All right, we'll give this a chance here to warm up the YouTube here and make sure that everything's working. Okay, it seems to be working. We'll give everybody a minute here to join us here as I scramble to get things working. Thanks, everybody. I see we've got a couple of people joining us now. This is a very last minute thing here. You can probably tell the lighting isn't even correct, but I don't even have all the lights on in the office right now. We do have an urgent tornado warning here that we need to be covering. This is an observed tornado warning. At 4:38 p.m. Central Time, a tornado is located 6 miles north of Wade, Mississippi, 13 miles to the south of Lucedale, Mississippi, and it's moving to the north at 20 miles per hour. It is a damaging tornado and confirmed by radar, and it will be near Lucedale at 5:10 p.m. Let's go ahead and zoom in right here. I'm going to zoom out first, everybody. We are watching this pink box right there. We are in southern Mississippi. I'm going to go ahead with Radar Omega here and turn off our tornado watch box, or modify it a bit here. There we go. I'm going to turn off our severe weather outlook layer as well here, just so we have less clutter on the screen. For reference here, this tornado warning there in the purple. Here's Gulfport, Hattiesburg, and Mobile, Alabama. We're going to go ahead and zoom in, and we just have another tornado warning for Pascagoula. That's not confirmed, so we're going to hold off for a second. This tornado here is confirmed on the ground to the south of Lucedale, and it's moving just to the north, to the north, right along Highway 63. If you're along 63 in the path of the storm, you need to be taking shelter now. Hold on a second, folks. I will address a couple of things here, but we need to go ahead and get these tornado warnings put out really quickly. Let's go ahead and look at the correlation coefficient to try to pinpoint where this tornado is. Right here is that tornado. We got that CC drop. It's near the Old Americus area and Barton. So right now this tornado is on the ground currently just south of Barton, and I'm really nervous with how close it is to Highway 63. If this thing wobbles back, it's going to be possibly tracking directly down Highway 63. Any motorists on Highway 63 between Lucedale and Barton, Mississippi should be taking shelter. If you know anybody in that area, hopefully they are traveling north away from this thing. But if they are traveling north out of Barton, they probably need to be sheltering, because this debris ball right there, or that tornado debris signature right there that the National Weather Service is using to confirm this as an observed tornado warning, is going to be tracking due north along Highway 63, and it won't take much wobble to get that, or deviation to get that to potentially cross and then track directly down Highway 63. Again, this is a tornado warning that's observed for Lucedale, Mississippi. This is for eastern George County, and at 4:38 p.m., a tornado is confirmed on the ground, and it's located 6 miles north of Wade, 13 miles south of Lucedale, moving to the northeast, or I'm sorry, to the north or northeast here. Stand by. North at 20 miles per hour. We have a new tornado warning. It includes Moss Point and Pascagoula. This is a radar-indicated tornado warning. It's in effect. It's been issued by the National Weather Service here for Jackson County and southern Mississippi until 5:30 p.m. Central Time. Just a couple of minutes ago at 4:41 p.m. Central Time, a severe thunderstorm is capable of producing a tornado, and it's 7 miles north of Pettit Boy Island, 7 miles south of Moss Point. It's moving to the north at 25 miles per hour, and that's a hazard of a tornado. Let's go ahead and we're going to use velocity for this one, because we don't have anything on the ground for sure. Hold on here. I'm not. Let's see. 7 miles north, 7 miles south of Moss Point. Let's loop this. So it should be somewhere down here. Yep, right there. Boom. There it is. It's this area right here that's just moving on shore. This could have been a water spout. Pascagoula, especially that eastern half of it, you need to be taking shelter. Again, folks, these purple, pink boxes here are the tornado warnings. And look at this. This is a pretty relatively respectable storm relative velocity shear signature right there in your Barton. And thanks for joining me, everybody. If everybody would be willing to hit the like, the thumbs up, and then, of course, share this stream to help get the word out, because I was not expecting this today. I'm actually in the office trying to build some stuff. I just arrived here trying to build our new live streaming equipment, and I think we need to go live for this. So I'm not able to do any search engine optimization on this. Stand by. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get us a thumbnail real quick made up. I'm not really monitoring the chat just yet. I'm going to see if I can get us something whipped up super quick. Again, thank you for joining me, everybody. We're watching a couple of tornado warnings. We are utilizing Radar Omega here. Social media sometimes. Hold on here. It's important that we use this social media. I'm already being attacked in my Twitter DMs for wanting to for making the comment about getting you to share this, because that's just me apparently wanting to make money. I don't think some people on social media understand that by throwing this together and not even having a description in here, YouTube's not going to know what to do with this video. So I need everybody's help to help share the video so that we can reach out to the people in the affected area. And give me one moment here. I am still trying to get a thumbnail made. And again, we are utilizing Radar Omega here. That is our sponsor and partner. And I am making a thumbnail so that we have something here for YouTube to help us promote the stream and reach out. And I'll answer all your questions here in a minute. Right now, those tornado warnings, there's 3 of them there, are in purple on your screen right now. In fact, let me zoom in so we can just see them. And I will, of course, go over them here in just a minute for you folks. Again, I wanted to go live because we do have confirmed tornadoes on the ground right now in Mississippi, which is not a good thing. This is going to be probably the dumbest looking thumbnail I have ever made, but unfortunately that's just how YouTube works. Hopefully everybody is having a good afternoon, though. If you are in the path of any of these storms today, please seek shelter. I had a feeling this was going to happen earlier this morning when I looked at models. We're not down there. A little bit on the budgeting side here because of putting $10,000 of work into that car. All right, there's our thumbnail right there. And get that uploaded here. And then we're going to go ahead and get these covered. This is going to be kind of a strange stream here. Once we, if there's a time here when we don't have tornado warnings in effect, and I think there's going to be tornado warnings again soon, I'll go ahead and kind of let the stream wind down just a little bit, because I've got a lot of work to do and not a whole lot of time to do it. We're going to be still building our new live stream equipment. So I'm going to use my phone here to share this. But again, folks, a tornado warning for a confirmed tornado near Lucedale, Mississippi. That's this one to the north here. Really concerned about Highway 63. And then this one down here in Pascagoula, that's just radar indicated. That's not confirmed yet. So there's not as much panic or concern with that one. But we still need to be watching them. I'm going to go ahead here, and in just a moment, I'm going to show you the tornado watch that's in effect. Okay. Whew. Okay, that was a lot of work in a little time. Okay, so let's go ahead and zoom out for just a minute. You can see here our tornado warnings there on Radar Omega. These red counties, anything with this big red shade underneath the radar there, they're under a tornado watch. That means that tornadoes are possible later today, or at any point today, I should say. Let me go ahead and show you that tornado watch. Here's an image of that tornado watch right there. Southern Mississippi, parts of Louisiana, and then we've got another additional tornado watch there for that western county in the Florida Panhandle and parts of southern Alabama. Thank you all for joining me. We'll go ahead and jump back here to the radar. Let's see how these are doing. Ooh. This isn't the strongest tornadic circulation I've ever seen by any means, but that's definitely something we need to be watching here. Oh my goodness. There we go. Ooh, we had two? Yeah, we had that one earlier. You can see you're going to see one couplet here, travel north over Loosedale, and then we've got this other one down here forming right along Highway 63. And with Radar Omega, we can go all the way down to the street level here. So right now, Marshall Smith Road, Barton Agricola Road, this intersection here, Marshall Smith Road and Triple C Road, all the way to the west to Highway 63 is basically where we're getting that rotation signature. It's going to be crossing into the Ward area right here, and it's also going to cross Highway 613 that I'm highlighting with my pen right there. Vaughn, and you're going to be under the gun for this as well. That's just one of the benefits here of Radar Omega is having that street level mapping built right into the software there. Let's go ahead and look at the correlation coefficient. We're going to use this to see if we can see a tornadic debris signature, and right now I'm not seeing much. You can see down here near Old Americus, one popped up, and it looks like it may have dissipated. I'm not sure if this tornado was on the ground anymore, and I don't have an updated warning text on this one. So that may not be on the ground. I'm not seeing much for a debris signature down here either. Right here is the area of interest, though, near Moss Point, northeast of Pascagoula. Again, none of these are super strong indications, but we don't always have these extremely tight couplets down here with these Dixie Alley setups, so we need to be watching these all equally. Let's go ahead and go over to the national composite here. Just on a bigger picture, we can see a couple of special marine warnings here. I'm sorry, that's a special weather statement. Special marine warning here. That was for water spouts, I do believe. But right now, I'm watching all of these areas of kind of daisy chains of convection here. Even this one that's out here toward Bogalusa, even though that is kind of outside of the tornado watch, a lot of these have been spinning like tops today. Let's see, I think we just dropped our northern tornado warning there. Let's go ahead and check on that. We did. Okay, so Loosedale, Mississippi is no longer tornado warned. That tornado warning has been dropped for the Loosedale storm, but a special weather statement remains in effect for gusty winds. Okay, all right then. Let's go ahead and look at the velocity. We're looking at this to detect rotation in the atmosphere or in the storm. And right there is where we've got a bit of a mesocyclone happening, but I don't see anything that's really strong enough to prompt a tornado warning, and that's why they have dropped that tornado warning. Going south here, this area here doesn't really concern me too much, but it is prompting a tornado warning nonetheless, so we need to keep a close eye on these storms. 1 second here. So we are probably going to transition into the point where I'm going to start ignoring the stream just a little bit and try to continue to get work done. But we're going to keep the stream live just because right now things are pretty fluid and we're getting these tornado warnings and they're dropping and then tornado warnings again. We've already had a couple of tornadoes today, like confirmed today. So it's definitely possible we can get tornadoes to spin up here with a little warning. And thanks for joining me, everybody. We are taking a live look at Radar Omega here along the Gulf Coast. Just checking social media here. I'm going to go ahead and show you an image here from Mississippi DOT. I don't think they're going to mind the share. This is from the Mississippi Department of Transportation. They did have a confirmed tornado caught on a highway camera. You can see it right there in the top right of that image. Not 100% sure which one that is. Trying to get a location of this camera. Don't have an exact location on that camera, and I can't believe this is the location down there at the bottom, but I just can't. Oh, this is the I-10. I don't think that's I-10. It's Mississippi 611 north to US 90. It's really hard to make out their lettering down there, but we're just going to go ahead and say that was a tornado down there earlier because it was. Sorry, it's not really that important, but I wanted to go ahead and show that real quick. Yeah, I think that was the US 90 camera, but I'm not 100% sure, certain on that. Yeah, we could be out storm chasing again on Friday, it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and continue to keep the radar up here, but I do have to kind of be in and out here. As I get a couple of things going. Hopefully our tornado watch, which goes for another couple of hours here, remains uneventful for the rest of the day. Okay, I just thank you, Chris. Chris just sent me a video from Missouri DOT or Missouri. Jesus, it's a Mississippi DOT, guys. Mississippi DOT. It's not the Missouri DOT. I've got to stop saying that. Mississippi DOT. Typically, they're fine with the sharing of their content, so we're going to go ahead with that. I have actually asked before, and they're fine with it. You can see this tornado. This was caught on traffic camera. Look at that thing up there earlier today. This is Mississippi 63. It's on Highway Mississippi Highway 63. That was near Moss Point. That was earlier today. So there was another tornado in Moss Point along I-10. You can see this car down here. Check him out. He is reversing. That guy is not a storm chaser. But this guy here with his four-way flashers engaged, it's most likely a rental car. That probably is a storm chaser. You can see he's in the left lane. He is right there. He begins to literally floor it, and he is hauling ass to catch up to that tornado. This guy right here is clearly a storm chaser. These folks in the other lane are totally probably don't even know that this tornado is happening right behind him. But I'm definitely go ahead and guess that probably there is a storm chaser or some crazy person with an iPhone. And this guy right here is probably has the living daylight scared out of him because he is reversing a lot quicker than I've seen anybody reverse here on Mississippi traffic cam. But that is a pretty well-defined tornado there. And it looks like it could be a pretty damaging, strong tornado. So whoever that storm chaser is, you better reach out and say hello because that's got to be one. Just has to be. Typically, the only people in a left lane driving toward a tornado like that are storm chasers, usually. Or he's got his head in his phone and doesn't realize it. We've got a new tornado warning here near Mobile. This is not a confirmed tornado, but it's near a populated area. So let's take a peek at this. This was issued just 2 minutes ago. The National Weather Service, Mobile, Alabama, issued a tornado warning for Mobile County in southwest Alabama until 5:45 p.m. Central Time. So we've got about 43 minutes left on this warning. A severe thunderstorm that's capable of a tornado is near Theodore, moving to the north at 25, that's 25 miles per hour. This storm is pegged to be near Theodore at 5:05 p.m., Tillman's Corner at 5:15 p.m., and Midtown Mobile and Mobile Regional Airport at 5:30 p.m. So that's concerning to see the airport being listed. There's a couple of things here that I want to point out to you as well. Right here is our Doppler radar sites. This is the Nexride 88D that is shooting a radar beam down toward it, so we should have a really good view of it. And look at this. The west side of Mobile is in this tornado warning. This is a pretty serious situation right now. I'm going to go ahead and say areas near Theodore. Right here is that tornado warned concern to the east of St. Elmo. It's just south of I-10. Let's get a movement on this storm. Once again, we're going to draw a storm track on it. This thing's moving north at 25 miles per hour. Let's see here, 25 miles per hour. So we have a tool for that here in Radar Omega. Oops, I have to change that real brief. Put that on cell mode. I put this right on the area of rotation, 25. We're going to go with 27 miles per hour to correct for some error. So I'd rather be a little bit early than a little bit late. Oops, good lord. There we go. That's how you do it. These tools are available to you folks here if you do use the Radar Omega app as well. Folks, guys, Theodore at 5:08 p.m. and Tillman's Corner at 5:14 is what I'm seeing. There's about 23,894 folks just in this polygon that I drew there. And again, that tornado warning goes for another 40 minutes, and it is for central Mobile County and southwest Alabama. It's a severe thunderstorm that's capable of producing a tornado, but we don't know if it is right now. We haven't gotten any confirmed reports. It's near Theodore, moving north at 25 miles per hour, and that's central Mobile County. Let's just check correlation coefficient real quick. I'm not seeing... We have to be careful this close to the radar site. You get a lot of ground noise. I'm not seeing anything too concerning. Let's go ahead and back it off to this other one to the west. 25 more minutes on this Moss Point tornado warning. So at 4:50, this is 15 minutes old, so I'm not going to read the timestamps, but this is a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado in southeastern Jackson County, Mississippi. Moss Point at 5:20, Helena at 5:25, and Escatawapa around 5:30 p.m. This includes Interstate 10 in Mississippi between markers 64 and 76. No confirmed tornado on that. And again, guys, tornado warnings here in southern Mississippi and southern Alabama. If you are in any of these areas we're talking about, seek shelter, check your local media, because we do have a couple of tornado warnings. We need to, I'm going to go ahead and split the screen here, so hold on. I need to analyze something a little bit closer here. Carrie with the super chat, thank you, Carrie. You guys, the super chats and merchandise store contributions go to actually funding live storm chasing. I'm typically not in the office here, but when we are, that's why we built this office in the studios so we can do this when we're not out chasing. Uh-oh. I'm a little bit concerned here. I wonder if that is TDS. Okay, this is now an observed tornado warning at 5:04 p.m. A confirmed tornado is located directly over Theodore, moving north at 25 miles per hour. This is central Mobile County. This is a radar confirmed tornado. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, vehicles will occur. Tree damage likely. This tornado will be near Tillman's Corner at 5:15 Eastern, so in about 7 minutes. Mobile Regional Airport at 5:35. Once again, folks, you saw it. We recognized it right when they updated that warning. This here, that is our TDS, our tornado debris signature, and it just updated again, and it is definitely a correlation coefficient drop over residential parts of Theodore. This is not a good situation, folks. Just along State Highway 90 here, which is Government Boulevard. It's possible that it looks like this tornado passed over Government Boulevard at Paget Switch Road. It is moving into residential areas here that I do not have named on the map, but you can see this is indeed a residential area where this tornado is on the ground right now, sending debris up into the atmosphere. That's what the radar is detecting. It's about to cross, it looks like Highway 30, which is Theodore, Dawes Road, Hamilton Boulevard in some areas, at Sperry Road, which is also the intersection of 30 and I-10. Theodore Dawes Road may be another road that this is named as. But if anybody is familiar with the area southwest of Mobile, Alabama, near Theodore, just in case you are, let's go ahead and try to name off some of these other areas. Again, this area that I'm highlighting in purple, that is the correlation coefficient drop. That's likely where that is where our tornado is. It's National Weather Service is saying this is in fact a tornado. It is moving over these residential areas here, which is not good of Theodore. It's near Government Boulevard right now, which is also Highway 90. It's going to be approaching I-10 and the intersection of 30 as well, which 30 apparently appears to also be known as Theodore Dawes Road and potentially Hamilton Boulevard. We'll go ahead and put this back on reflectivity. And show you right now, this is kind of our grungy little hook echo right here. That is our storm. And I'm going to go ahead and loop this. Quail Run, you need to be taking shelter immediately. If you know anybody that's down in this area, send them a link to this video. Tell them to turn their weather radio on. Get a hold of their local media as well. Folks, we've got other tornado warnings in effect. This tornado warning here for the Moss Point, Helena area. For another 21 minutes. This is not an observed tornado warning, so I'm going to go ahead and let that one slide here just a little bit. Nothing too terrible concerning on this one as I go ahead and skim through it. But there are 2 tornado warnings. This tornado warning is for, I believe that's Jackson, for southeastern Jackson County, Mississippi, Pascagoula, Moss Point, Helena, Coletown. And then we've got this one over here in Mobile County. This is the one I'm concerned about. This is a confirmed tornado moving through a populated area right now. And again, folks, because I wasn't able to SEO optimize this video, if you can, share this video on your social media, hit the thumbs up, the subscribe, do all that. I'm trying to get this video out to as many people as possible because we can use social media here to help these folks out. Looks like our debris signature may have enlarged a little bit. Sometimes we'll see that as the debris gets carried up into the atmosphere, and then it'll spread out, and then we'll get some debris fallout, which could be some of those dirty returns right there. But what we're looking at right now, this is an algorithm here, a computer algorithm that the National Weather Service Doppler radars have now with the dual pole technology. We send out a vertical radar beam and then a horizontal radar beam that gives us a 3D image of particles in the air. Now, a raindrop or a hailstone is going to be a round particle. What this is showing is basically the difference, or areas will be darker that don't correlate to other aerosols or precipitation in the atmosphere. Typically, layman's terms here, I'm talking about debris. So anything that's not precipitation here is pretty much what we're likely picking up. Sometimes we will be able to see hail cores with correlation coefficient. But again, it looks like we might be a little bit more diffuse right here with that possible debris signature moving right over I-10 right now. So this thing it either just crossed I-10 or is about to cross I-10, because sometimes this radar is a little bit delayed or we're looking at a different part of the storm. But this is pretty close to the radar site, so it's probably pretty close to truth on the ground. Right now, the intersection The intersection of Theodore, Dawes Road, and Old Pascagoula Road, even up in here into the Sperry Road area, up toward Quail Run, this entire area. Anything, if you see your area or the area of somebody you know on your screen right now, definitely an urgent weather situation happening right now. This is just to the northwest of Theodore. Let's zoom out a little bit here for a reference for you folks. Here is Mobile, Alabama. Here's Gulfport and Biloxi, and of course the Gulf of Mexico down here. Tornado warning in effect here for the Moss Point, Pascagoula area. We're not going to cover that one in depth right now because that one is not on the ground. This other one is. That's in effect for another 20 minutes or so. That's for Jackson County. This one over here just west of Mobile, Alabama, just got updated again. That's an observed tornado. At 5:10 p.m., a tornado was confirmed on the ground over Theodore, moving north at 25 miles per hour. That is a radar confirmed storm. Let's see here. Tornado will be near the Mobile Regional Airport at 5:35, which is concerning. Let's take a look at the actual velocities in this thing. Right here, that's the area of concern. It correlates very well with our CC drop. I'm gonna go ahead and loop this. Let me see if I can fix this a little bit. Thank you everybody for joining me today. Trying to get our updates tweeted out. Again, thanks for joining me, folks. I think we might have another tornado warning. No, I do not. That's just old. Okay. Trying to get my automatic warning system here booted. Or loaded at very least. Okay. Well, at least we've got the notifications. I won't miss one. Again, folks, these purple boxes here are our tornado warnings in effect. I hope everybody that's watching this is not in those areas. Growing kind of concerned about this one here. Uh-oh. I need to watch this one now, too. We did see a debris signature track right through here in this purple area. So we definitely could see some damage reports come out of there soon. I want to go ahead and check a different radar tilt here. Oops, that's velocity. That is showing our area of interest right here near Quail Run. These are relatively quick-moving storms. North at 25, it almost looks like it's moving a little bit quicker than that, but this is not as quick as I thought it was. Let me go ahead and look at a different tilt. This is a little bit old. Looks like this one might be not really have a whole lot of concern anymore. Need to double check that. All right, so we're watching to see if we get any more enhanced radar returns here, somewhere here to the west of Lloyd's. We've also got these two storms here near Calltown and Moss Point. That's a tornado warning for southeastern Jackson County until 5:30 p.m. Did we just update? No. Those are our 2 tornado warnings right now. The Raven's in there with a super chat. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Your super chats do allow us to continue streaming all sorts of events like this. Stand by here. I apologize for the sloppy coverage here, but this was last minute. Did not expect this to be happening today. Just rolled into the studio and saw the absolute chaos that was unfolding, so. Hold on here. New tornado warning for Gulf Shores. It's confirmed tornado on the ground. New tornado warning right there. Hold on one second. I need to plug my laptop in. And I am not streaming from a laptop, but I have a laptop here doing everything else for me. Let's look at this. Tornado warning north of Gulf Shores. This one looks pretty serious. I think it's an observed. It is. A confirmed tornado is on the ground here. This is for Baldwin County in southwestern Alabama until 6 p.m. At 5:16, a tornado-producing storm is over Bon Secour, or 5 miles southwest of Foley, moving northeast at 20. Damaging tornado, radar confirmed. This tornadic storm is going to be near the following locations. If you hear your location or you're familiar with these locations, seek shelter. Magnolia Springs at 5:25 p.m. These are all Central Time, by the way. Foley around 5:35. Summerdale around 5:50. Silver Hill around 5:55. And Robertsdale around 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Let's go ahead here and see if I can pull up. Not seeing much on velocity. They must be getting something on CC. Yeah, this appears that the National Weather Service warned it because of this, that TDS. Folks, right now this is near Highway 12 and 49. Magnolia Springs is here. Foley is here. Highways in the area that pop out to me are Highway 65, 12, 98, 55, and then 59 through Foley. Areas impacted or in the path of it are Foley, Magnolia Springs, Summerdale, Robertsdale even, and then Highway 90 way up there. So we need to be keeping an eye on that there as well. We've got 3 tornado warnings. This one back here expires in 10 minutes. That's for Jackson County, Mississippi. This one up here near Mobile is for Central Mobile County. That's no longer on the ground. It's just a radar indicated tornado. But this one here is an observed tornado. This is being confirmed by the National Weather Service by a radar for another 40 minutes or so. Kind of watching this one here over the bay as well. See, we've got these little mini supercell, like sickle shapes to these. Coming right off of the bay right there. Interesting. Uh-oh. Yep, right there. Special marine warning just popped up for water spouts likely. Yep, right there. Special marine warning now has been issued for the north and south Mobile Bay. A strong thunderstorm producing water capable of water spouts is near Mobile Bay Light, moving north at 25 knots. So that is the equivalent of a tornado warning over water at this point. So we're going to consider that and treat that the same. Tornado warning will likely be issued on shore here from Daphne to Bayside if that strong rotation does remain. So again, here I'm going to go ahead and let's prepare for a potential tornado warning to be issued from I-10 to Loxley all the way down here to Mobile Bay. This area right here will likely be under a tornado warning here soon if this storm, which is right here, does continue to be tornadic and move off to the northeast here. So we're going to be monitoring that closely. They just issued a special marine warning for water spouts, and you can see that's moving due north. So that thing could be real close to the shore. So I'm going to go ahead and correct that. I would say we would expect our tornado warning from Highway 98 up here to 10, all the way down in the coast there. It'd probably be a skinny tornado warning for the coast. But the east coast of Mobile Bay right here, Fairhope, Montrose, Daphne, you guys need to be prepared for a potential tornado warning if this water spout here, or likely water spout, runs ashore. Okay, so that is 3 tornado warnings there in the purple. Thank you again, everybody, for joining. This one up here near the radar site doesn't appear to be as potent as it was. All right, everybody, we are doing live coverage here with tornado warnings. We now have 2 tornado warnings. They dropped one of them. That one over Moss Point has been dropped. Just the 2 remaining. Hold on here. I am checking a couple of things here. There's actually 3 tornado warnings. Nope, there's not. There's 2. 1, 2. Mobile and Baldwin, Alabama. 1, 2. The Baldwin, Alabama storm is observed. The one in Mobile is just radar indicated. So there's only 2. Thankfully. There was 3 just a moment ago. Let me go ahead and check a couple of other sources. Yes, I did indicate here just a minute ago that they did expire the 1 warning, so there is 2 now. Yes, for sure. Just trying to big storm about to be chaotic, not necessarily. Anything with a tornado warning on it needs to be monitored, though. I'm looking at mesoanalysis here off screen, just so I can keep these on screen for you guys. They're almost like little mini supercells. Yeah, let's see here. Looks like we might be about to get another tornado warning here, judging by something. Okay, we have a new tornado warning, a very big one for Mobile all the way to Saraland. Guys, Mobile, the town of Mobile, the city of Mobile, is currently under a tornado warning right now. I'm going to go ahead and get this tweeted out as well. Mobile, Alabama is now under a tornado warning. Trying to get this tweeted out. It's important to reach as many people as possible. Yeah, so we do have a new tornado warning here. It's just a radar indicated one though. It's until 6:15 p.m. This is for Mobile County. Severe thunderstorm that's capable, so this is a possible tornado, not confirmed yet. It's near I-10 and I-65, 5 miles south of downtown Mobile, moving north at 30. Hazard is a tornado. Radar indicated rotation. It will be near downtown Mobile at 5:35 p.m. Central. The following times are again in Central Time Zone. Pritchard around 5:40 p.m. Chickasha and I-65 and I-165. So the intersection of I-65 and I-165 at 5:45. I-65 and Alabama Highway 158 at 5:50 p.m. Saraland around 5:55 p.m. Satumsa around 6 p.m. Creola around 6:05 and Axis at 6:10 p.m. That is a radar indicated tornado. We still have our tornado warning down here for Baldwin County. And is this a new one? This is possibly a new one. It's kind of a continuation here. This is still the Jackson County one. National Weather Service in New Orleans has issued a tornado warning for Jackson County in southern Mississippi. Now this is the northeastern portion. It's until 6 p.m. Central Time. At 5:24, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado is located near Big Point, or 8 miles northeast of Escatawpa, moving north at 25 Escatawpa. I don't know. Moving north at 25. I'm gonna butcher that name if I say it anymore. We'll be near Hurley and Wade around 5:35. So that's the storm right here. That's north of Helena. Actually, watching both of these storms really. Near the 613 and 614 highways. Looking at velocity, right there's our area of concern, right there near Highway 613. And a possible water spout or tornado forming here in Mobile Bay that could move onshore, so we need to watch the Fairhope area as well. I go ahead and change a setting or two here, folks. I want to make these a little bit easier to see. There we go. So those purple boxes or the pink boxes are our tornado warnings. National Weather Service Storm Prediction Center has issued a new mesoscale discussion. The tornado threat for watch is 558, 559. Continues. They're highlighting this red area here. This area right here in red, so southern Mississippi, southwest Alabama, basically the panhandles of them, even though they're really not, if you will. That area is being highlighted right now in MCD number 1911 as the most likely area for tornadoes, as the tornado threat continues for those areas for the next couple of hours for Weather Watch 558, 559. And speaking of weather watches, let's go ahead and zoom out. These red counties, and I'll highlight them because the precipitation is covering them a little bit here. These red counties, I've highlighted them in purple. They are under a tornado watch. Mobile storm, apparently broadcast media. Chris just sent me a screenshot. I won't share it because it is from the news, but broadcast media either as a funnel 3/4 of the way to the ground or potentially a tornado on the ground in Mobile. Mobile, Alabama takes shelter. Chickasha and Saraland take shelter. In fact, guys, again, if you are in any of these purple boxes, take shelter right away. If you know anybody that lives in this area, have them take shelter. Make sure that they're getting these warnings and tuning into their local media as well. This is an extremely dangerous situation as a very populated area has tornado warnings basically be inbound to them here. Lots of tornado warnings here. And again, also, it's not warned, but I'm watching the storm here with a special weather statement on it as it's going to move onshore potentially. Looks like it could be a water spout or even a tornado producer. And again, apologize for the sloppy coverage here. I don't have everything set up as normal. I typically run 2 or 3 computers. I'm only running one. So what my setup is basically main computer with the monitor and the radar here, the chat, OBS, and everything else I'm running over here. I've got 2 other monitors back here on a separate computer that I usually have warning information. I use secondary radar. I've got a lot of other things on, but I just haven't been able to boot them up, haven't had a chance. So we're kind of scraping by with the bare minimum, but regardless, we're getting these tornado warning informations out. So thank you everyone for joining me here as we take a look at these dangerous situations that are occurring here down south, right along the Gulf Coast in most circumstances here. It looks like there is, in fact, a tornado on the ground in Mobile. Still has a radar indicated tornado warning. Fox Channel 10 down there, the news station, does have a tornado on the ground. I can't share this because of copyright things, obviously. I'm not like that. I'm not going to sit here and basically steal content from other networks, but I do have it in the background, and they do definitely, it looks to me like a tornado. It's either that or it's a very convincing funnel cloud. But hold on here let me see if they cut back to it. So we might have another tornado warning here, guys. This is ridiculous. Got another tornado warning here northeast of Wiggins, Mississippi. It's like I don't see anything there. Tammy, thank you very much for the super chat. This is our new tornado warning. Radar indicated this is a tornado warning. And again, everything today is in Central Time. Everything is in Central Time. Tornado warning for southeastern Perry County and southeastern Mississippi and north central Stone County until 6:15 Central Time, another 45 minutes. So a severe thunderstorm is capable of producing a tornado 7 miles northeast of Wiggins, moving northeast at 20 miles per hour. This tornadic storm will remain mainly over rural areas of southeastern Perry and north central Stone counties. By the way, also the tower camera that Fox Channel 10 in Mobile is using, it does not look like that tornado is on the ground right now. It could have just been a very convincing funnel cloud, but regardless, this is very scary to see. These storms moving over Mobile, Alabama, tornado warning. It's a very populated area, folks. I don't know what the population in Mobile is. 187,000 people. I thought there was more than that. Regardless, a very populated area here with this Mobile one. Also watching this storm here near Fairhope. That's got the special marine warning for potential water spouts, guys. This is really concerning. This couplet's coming on shore right now. There's probably going to be a tornado warning issued near Fairhope. So just stand by on that, guys. It does appear to be a tornadic rotation potentially occurring right there. This storm's also pegged right now to be capable of producing water spouts. I don't know if it's produced one or not, but it wouldn't surprise me if it did. Let's go ahead and see if we've got anything. We wouldn't see really anything on correlation coefficient with it moving over the water there. There's no debris for it to pick up. But right here in this notch, so I would expect potentially we've got inflow coming in there. RFD is going to be wrapping around. That's going to put our tornado somewhere right there, which does also line directly up. Look at that with the storm relative velocity. That's not super strong, but most of these couplets have not been very strong today, guys. It's kind of these smaller, weaker supercells, just have a lot of spin to them. So I'm wondering if we're going to get a tornado warning here to include Fairhope. Regardless, I think that everybody can agree here, and National Weather Service included, anybody that's near Fairhope Highway 98 here probably should be monitoring the weather very, very closely. Tornado warning still observed here. A confirmed tornado at 5:35 p.m. was located near Summerdale, 4 miles northwest of Foley, Alabama, moving north at 20 miles per hour. This is a damaging confirmed tornado. This tornado will be near Summerdale at 5:45 p.m., Silver Hill at 5:55, and Robertsdale at 6 p.m. Once again, this is a tornado warning. It's confirmed on the ground here for central Baldwin County. Not seeing really anything on velocity other than this right there. It could be something. Let's see if we can pick it up here on correlation coefficient. This is the same data that the National Weather Service uses. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. Okay, we'll hold off on that. We could be looking at a couple of minute old data. Okay, regardless, Summerdale, Robertsdale, this entire area in this pink box here. Again, that is for Baldwin County, Alabama. Take shelter right away. Mobile County, you've got a radar indicated storm here, or storms capable of producing tornadoes located over downtown Mobile, Alabama, moving to the north at 30 miles per hour. It's a hazard of a tornado. Radar indicated rotation, the timeline for this storm, and this is Central Time. Pritchard around 5:40 p.m. Central Time. Chickasha and I-65 and I-165 at 5:45, so just a couple of minutes from now. I-65 and Alabama 158 at 5:50 p.m. Steriland around 5:55. Satumsa around 6 p.m. Creola at 6:05, and Axis around 6 p.m. Seek shelter, folks. That's a populated area with the potential for a tornado at any moment. Observed tornado warning right now. This is for Northeast Jackson County. A confirmed tornado is near Hurley, Mississippi, 11 miles north of Escatawapa. I butcher it every time, and you guys try to correct me in the chat. It's just no disrespect, folks, but it's not something we need to pick over. People get really upset when we pronounce town names wrong, but this is really nothing I can do about it. If you're in this area and this tornado warning pertains to you, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So regardless, moving north, about 11 miles north of... hang on here. We're going to find a couple other references here. This is near Big Point right now, I think would be a better reference. It's near Big Point, south of Hurley would be more accurate, moving north at 25 miles per hour. It'll remain over mainly rural areas of northeast Jackson County, but that is a confirmed tornado on the ground, according to the National Weather Service. We've got another tornado warning. This is just radar indicated, and it expires in the next 36 minutes. This is for the following counties: southeastern Perry County and north central Stone County, and these are all in southeastern Mississippi until 6:15. Severe thunderstorm is capable of producing a tornado. It's 7 miles northeast of Wiggins, Mississippi, moving northeast at 20 miles per hour. Hazard is a tornado. It will remain over mainly rural areas of Mississippi. And what did I tell you guys? A new tornado warning has just been issued right where I told you, and I'm not trying to brag, but about 3 minutes ago, I told you guys we would likely see a tornado warning issued here for the Fairhope, Montrose, Daphne area, and then about 10 minutes prior to that, I told you I would expect a tornado warning somewhere in this area. So once again, tornado warning right on cue, right when I expected it here for the Fairhope, Montrose, Daphne, and Spanish Fort areas. This is on the east side of Mobile Bay. This is radar indicated, and look at that, guys, right where we pointed out. The storm is also capable of producing water spouts. Oops. Stand by. Oh, and then we just lost it. New update. Here's the little area of rotation. Not super strong right there, but it is just to the south of Montrose. Why is this? There we go. Odd. We must have been looking at slightly old data. Right there it is near Fairhope. God, that is definitely intensifying, isn't it? It's not radar confirmed yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tornado warnings right now. And just for you folks to remember, if you are watching this live, the the delay in the stream is only about 20 to 30 seconds as long as you are watching it live. So this is current information, showing 5:41 p.m. Central Time here on my clock. Looking at a couple of products here on the other monitor. God, man, hopefully this tornado situation here winds down for too terrible long. Interesting. Purple boxes, folks, those are the tornado warnings. I am monitoring the chat on and off here, but as you can imagine, it's pretty difficult to do so up to the minute or anything. So if anybody does need specific information or has something pertinent, I'm trying to catch it. A little bit difficult, though. We've got Radar Omega here on Loop, our official partner application. Got a couple of orders actually come into our store at seethestorm.com. So thank you, folks, for purchasing items there. That does help. That does help keep us out there and on the road. Okay. Let me go ahead and just give you a rundown of these warnings, and then I'm going to insert our little advertisement here that I have to do. It's not because I'm trying to capitalize off of these weather events. It's because I have to keep these lights on and gas in the tank so we can continue to do these sorts of streams. This is a tornado warning. That's observed tornado warning, expires in 16 minutes. That tornado warning is a confirmed tornado near Summerdale, Alabama. That is for south central Baldwin County. We're going to zoom into that one and give that a little bit of coverage here, and then we're going to cover these all from east to west, and then I'm going to give you a little bit of the 30-second sales pitch about our website and our social media, and then we'll be right back at it. This is the area of concern right here, right near Summerdale. Velocity is not showing that area to be super concerning anymore, but we definitely need to keep an eye on it. Robertsdale, Highway 90 is an area to watch. This one near Montrose and Daphne. Looks like that rotation is just trying to just barely stay offshore, pretty much right on the shore there near Fairhope and Montrose. It might be off the shore and then back on the shore, as the coastline, which you can see the coastline right here, is not exactly straight. That is a tornado warning. It's only radar indicated right now, though, for west central Baldwin County until 6:15. Got this larger tornado warning for Mobile. This includes the heart of Mobile, Alabama, for 30 more minutes. This is a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado over downtown Mobile, Alabama, moving north at 30 miles per hour. This one over here, this one's in a more rural area. This is a tornado warning. until 6 p.m. for northeastern Jackson County, Alabama. And at 5:42 p.m., a severe thunderstorm is capable of producing a tornado. It's near Hurley, moving north at 30 miles per hour. You can see right there areas of interest are Highway 614 and Highway 613, the north-south road. Pretty rural area there, thankfully. We've got another tornado warning. This is an observed tornado still at 5:41 p.m. The National Weather Service still confirming a tornado is active on the ground, actually happening northeast of Wiggins, moving to the northeast at 25 miles per hour. This tornadic thunderstorm will mainly remain over open rural areas of southeastern Perry County. So you can see that area of concern here. It's moving northeast. I don't even have really any areas in this warning. It's pretty open out there, as it is definitely quite rural. So we've got 5 tornado warnings. FYI, folks, that tornado warning for Mobile, Alabama just got dropped. It is no more. So the Mobile tornado warning is done right now. So I have to insert our small advertisement here so I can continue to keep the lights on, because this is a very expensive thing to do, to be able to be doing all this. If you go to seethestorm.com, I did link it in the chat, in the YouTube chat. I am a storm chaser. I'm typically not in the studio, but I built this studio. This is the first time we've used it in such an urgent capacity, specifically for this reason, so that while we are not when we're not out there chasing like we should have been today, but we're not, we have something to cover with. You go to seethestorm.com, you will find links to my Twitter, my YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram are not utilized very much. Twitter and YouTube is where it's at. You'll find links to the latest videos. You can help support live storm chasing right there. Become a YouTube member, download Radar Omega, find the actual YouTube channel, and down here you can find a contact form here, and join our Discord server. We do have a Discord server. It's all about weather and community. You'll find a lot of the people that you meet in the YouTube chat over on the Discord. And go ahead here, folks, if you click on shop our merchandise, I want to go ahead and show you we do have a new store set up. A couple of items here, but scroll down here, click on shop the entire store. You'll find lots and lots of cool items. Got a couple of items here, mainly with our logos, some storm chasing shirts, a calendar. This is an inside joke about Fort Stockton. If you're a storm chaser, you're going to understand what that is. But I want to go ahead and show you folks real quick the calendar. This is what everybody's been ordering. Like 90% of our orders have just been calendars. You will find images that you've probably seen on our live streams in the 2023 calendar. It is $19.99. We only make $3 on that. There was a big blow up on social media because I make a profit on it. Yeah, well, the $3 that I make a profit on, it's not a whole lot, but it's something. It's mainly to get our content out there, and you folks were asking for it. You'll find 11 photos that were taken this year, and they were all live streamed. There's one photo from last year, but it was just so cool that I had to put it in there anyway. And of course, all of your purchases here: sweatshirts, mouse pads, t-shirts, lots and lots of stuff. We've got some photo prints on here, working on adding more. We've also got some bags and some stuff with cats on it because the internet loves cats. Lots of cool stuff over there, and we are adding more here on the day, weekly. So thank you again, everybody, for your support and for helping out by making your purchases. We're down to 3 tornado warnings right now. Again, we got 1, 2, 3. Why do people care if I make money off of it? Because that's kind of how the internet is. There's a lot of trolls. That's basically why. It's a good question, Warden. I kind of wondered that myself, but welcome to the internet. Everybody is, well, I shouldn't say everybody, but there's a good chunk of trolls on there. Gabriella does not use calendars, but likes buying them because they are pretty. I'm kind of the same way. I don't ever look at a calendar, but I will occasionally buy one regardless. Tornado warning here along Highway 98 corridor for this storm. Daphne, Montrose, Fairhope. Got this one here along the 614, 613 corridors as well. So we've only got these 3 tornado warnings in effect. I'm going to stay live until they expire here. Hopefully soon. I have to get up and grab another cord here. If I can do that without knocking everything off my desk. So if you're just joining us, the backstory behind today is I'm actually in the office here. I'm trying to build some custom live streaming equipment. And the problem that I'm running into is there's tornado warnings preventing us from doing that. So I'm actually, this entire time, I've actually been working on our new equipment in the background. Wondering if we ship to the UK. I think so. You can try. You can try to order. If it doesn't let you, then it will be fixed. Shopify was having some issue. That's our merchant support service. They were having some issues with our shipping profiles, even though they were set up correctly. They may not allow it to be shipped to the UK. If it doesn't, check back in a couple of days and it will. But I think that issue's been fixed. Just trying to get a little bit more information here, folks, on what's going on. We've been live for about an hour now, haven't we? Holy smokes. If anybody's wondering, this is the Radar Omega application. They are our preferred partner and sponsor here throughout the throughout everything we do. $10,084. It's actually not Blue Gatorade. This is a knockoff version of Gatorade. But that's okay. It's still not too bad, I guess. It's somebody here in someone in Fairhope. Yeah, that storm should be north of Fairhope now, coming up into the Spanish Fort area. These storms are they're not moving extremely fast, but they are definitely moving quick enough to get out of the area quick enough here that they're not lingering too long, which is of course good. This might be some of the most kind of half sloppy done storm coverage you'll ever see me do, but just wanted to go live because this is definitely not what I expected today, but I kind of thought this was going to happen earlier. Yesterday and the day before, I didn't really expect this, but it doesn't surprise me after looking at models today. It seems like once a year we get these like mini supercell outbreaks where we just get these somewhere along the Gulf Coast. We get these weaker kind of mini supercells, and just one after another, boom, boom, boom. It's like, and they all drop tornadoes. It seems like so. That's kind of what we're experiencing right now. Not surprised though. However, yesterday, if you would have asked me if this was going to happen, I would have said definitely not. Welcome to the world of weather. Yeah, they just updated these couple of these tornado warnings. The tornado warning for Baldwin County at 5:53, severe thunderstorm that's capable but not necessarily producing a tornado, is over Daphne, moving north at 25 miles per hour. This tornado warning, I think, is about to expire, and then we've got this tornado warning up here. Confirmed tornado 12 miles north of Wiggins. Well, now it's probably farther, probably more like 20 miles northeast of Wiggins. That's in effect for another about 15 to 20 minutes for southeastern Perry County. Okay. Fingers crossed, everybody, that we're almost done. Really got a lot of stuff to do. But I can see a couple of more. See this right here. These supercells here in this area. I'm a little bit worried about them now. Bradley says this is the best stream is one that is actually done. Thanks for everything you do. Well, no problem. I appreciate it. Just happy to be here and being able to do this. I've actually been doing this for several years, folks. I used to do it primarily on Twitch and Facebook, so I think I'm kind of the OG. I'm kind of one of the OGs. Reed's been doing it much longer than I have, but the studio-based radar breakdowns here, I think I've been doing it longer than I've been chasing. How many tornadoes have touched down, Rick? I don't know total, but there's been several. It's possible there's several we don't know about, too, because they've been in such rural areas. Third Coast Travels. Looks like more cells will be coming in inland in the next 30 minutes from the Gulf. Yeah, that's what I'm a little bit concerned about. Carrie says 900 people without power in Baldwin, 100 in Mobile, and 400 in George, Mississippi. I'm not surprised. One of our moderators says he saw at least 6 of them reported. I'm sure there's probably... Yeah, so we know of at least 6 anyway. Or 6 reports, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's definitely at least 6 tornadoes. Anyway, so what I'm basically doing today... we've got a custom cellular system that I'm building, and I'm not able to get any of it done. But as soon as the live stream is done, I may be live again testing some of our stuff here for the vehicle. Man, these 3 cells right here, 1, 2, 3, have me most concerned, folks. Here, I'm going to use a white pen. I think that shows up a little better. 1, 2, 3. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a tornado warning possibly out of them. The other ones here, 1, 2, and 3, those don't concern me as much. They're not as mature. But if you watch these storms on loop, most of our tornado warnings have been coming from storms forming right in this area here on the Gulf and moving inland. In fact, oh my goodness, folks, this is ridiculous. Look at this. We've got little mini supercells all the way out here into the Gulf. That's ridiculous. Look at this huge special marine warning right there. It's this big special marine warning. It's for the coastal waters from Pensacola, Florida to Pascagoula, Mississippi, out 20 nautical miles, Mississippi Sound, South Mobile Bay, and the waters from Pensacola, Florida to Pascagoula, Mississippi, 20 to 60 nautical miles out from the shore until 7:15 Central. Strong thunderstorms capable of producing waterspouts. It's like a mini outbreak day. We've got another severe thunderstorm warning. That's the first one of those I've seen all day. Look at this. We've got a new warning, but thankfully, everybody, ring the bell here. It is only a severe thunderstorm warning right now. It's for 60-mile-per-hour winds. Severe thunderstorm warning was just issued for Perry County and Greene County in southeastern Mississippi until 6:45 p.m. At about 6 p.m. or 5:58 specifically, a severe thunderstorm was located 4 miles southwest of McLean, 19 miles south of Richton, moving northeast at 25. Includes Beaumont and McLean. This is a very, very rural area out here. We've chased in this area a lot, especially up and down 98 right there. We're down to 1 tornado warning right there. I'm sorry, 2. I think this one's about to expire. Regardless, we've got 2 tornado warnings and 1 severe thunderstorm warning there. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see here. It's difficult to live stream and try to build things at the same time, but we're getting it done. And thank you everybody for allowing me to be a little bit unprofessional tonight here with all the distractions on the live stream. But I feel like I'd be really ignoring our audience if we didn't at least go live and try to cover this. If you know what I mean. Yeah, we're gonna see a lot of water. There's probably several ongoing water spouts out here that we don't necessarily confirm because we don't have a way to. So they have water spouts are a real threat today. The water spouts are, believe it or not. Let's see here. Watching all these smaller supercells here as well as they move on shore. Okay, so we'll wait for these tornado warnings to end here. Now let's talk about what we can do here, or what you folks can do to get live information when I am not live. This would be a good thing to go over because obviously I can't be live all the time. I'll show you exactly how to do that. It's real easy. Obviously, you can turn your television on, whatever. That's we all know that. But go on to Google. Simply Google NWS and then space and then your local area. So we're going to go ahead and say Mobile, Alabama. And it's going to pull up your local National Weather Service office. So, for example, we're using Mobile, Alabama because we know that there's tornadoes down there. Obviously, you'll just click on it. This isn't rocket science. You guys know how to use the internet here. You'll pull up. Oh, this is not. This is the mobile version. Oh, sorry. It thinks I'm saying mobile. There we go. Type in NWS space and then your local National Weather Service office. So here, or your local area. You'll get the National Weather Service's website right here. New tornado warning, it looks like. We'll deal with that momentarily. National Weather Service's website. Scroll down, you'll find all sorts of information. Every National Weather Service website has this, though. This little warning map with a guide here. So it's showing, tornado warnings in the red, tornado watch in the yellow. So this is a perfect way to get official National Weather Service warning information. But sometimes this website lags behind just a little bit. So you're going to want to get a NOAA weather radio or something like a Midland WR, whatever it is, 1100 or 1000, whatever. Get a weather radio. It's important. But here, this is the best way. You can actually find your local area and click on a county. Let's click right in this red area. It'll even say right here, this area that we clicked on, 73 degrees. Tornado watch until 10 p.m. Central and tornado warning until 6:15. And that is your official National Weather Service information. So I wanted to go ahead and go over that real quick so that everybody knows how to get that warning information when they are not watching it live somewhere. New tornado warning just east of Mobile. This is an important one. Listen up. This is an observed tornado warning. It's for northeastern Mobile County in southwestern Alabama and Baldwin County in southwestern Alabama until 6:45 p.m. At 6:04 p.m., a confirmed tornado was located 4 miles northwest of Spanish Fort, moving north at 30 miles per hour. It's a damaging tornado. Broadcast media is actually confirming this. This tornado will be near I-65 and Alabama 225 at 6:40, Stockton around 6:45 p.m. And that's this purple box right here. Obviously not necessarily an ideal situation. So we have 3 tornado warnings right now. Okay, so Angie sent us this video. And again, folks, I have permission to show this. This was sent to us by Angie here. She's in the chat. And she's concerned that this might be a tornado. That's near Fairhope. Oh boy, the video quality is just not very good on Twitter. Let's try to look at this here. I'm assuming she's looking at this area here. That could be tornadic. I don't... It's just really hard to tell because Twitter really downgrades the resolution on these videos, but it's possible there could be a tornadic circulation in there. It almost looks to me like maybe right there off in the distance. That does look like possibly a water spout or a tornado out there. Thank you, Angie. I appreciate that. Near Fairhope, Alabama. I'm going to go ahead and say that probably is or was that water spout or tornado. So we go ahead and pause that right there. It almost looks like there could be one or two of them. You know, there could be rain shafts, I suppose, too, but just based, you know, it's hard with the video quality because of Twitter, but it does to me look like it very well could be something. And just given the location that you're in, I wouldn't necessarily be surprised. And folks, she was near Fairhope, which is right here. That's where we had that tornado warning just a little bit ago. She was looking towards Spanish Fort. Yeah, that's probably very well could have been a water spout or a tornado at that point. Then I would count it. I would definitely count it. Looking at Twitter, a couple of other images here that we necessarily don't have permission to share are, so of course we always, respect content creators. I'm not just going to rip off people's content here on the internet, but looks like there's a couple of other videos that may confirm that also. Man, what a day. Jeez. What a day. Can 3 tornado warnings in effect? That's these purple boxes here. Storms show any sign of winding down? I hope so, because I'm going to have to take a break here at some point. Unfortunately, I do have to get some things done tonight, so let's hope so. This area here looks like we could have some potential rotating storms here soon. Okay, we've only got one tornado warning now, guys. Thank God. Severe thunderstorm warning, tornado warning. On here, I need to pay attention to this other computer for a second. Let's see here. We just lose that tornado warning. All right. Finally, we have no tornado warnings in effect. Thank God. Look at that. I think everybody that lives in that area is probably sick of tornado warnings as well. Tornado warnings are all done, but we're going to stay live for a couple of minutes here because you know how today's been going. I'm going to go ahead and pop the YouTube chat out here so we can show that on screen. Actually, let's just take a break from this for a second. Let's go ahead and show the chat on screen. I do see a couple of storms, though, that I am a little bit concerned with still. All right, well, here comes round number 50. This area here, here's Dauphin Island, south of Dauphin Island right there, bang. Possible rotation starting. Well, that is rotation. Right there, some weak rotation as well. Great. See, let's see how these are moving. This one here south of Gulf Shores. Gulf Shores, Alabama, you need to watch out here. We've got a potential situation down there as well. Let's just zoom in on that and let that play for a minute here because I am watching the Gulf Shores storm very closely. Probably going to get a tornado warning on that any second now. Once that gets a little closer to shore. Man, oh man, what a day. I don't think any of us expected this busy of a day, though. And we have a tornado warning. We'll get a break one of these days. Radar indicated tornado warning. This tornado warning has been issued. It includes Mobile. Why can't I get the text? There we go. Tornado warning is now in effect until 7 p.m. Central for Central Mobile County. At 6:19, a confirmed. Okay, so this has been upgraded to confirmed. Strange. At 6:19 p.m., a confirmed tornado is located 4 miles south of the Mobile Regional Airport, 5 miles west of Tillman's Corner. It's moving to the northeast at 25 miles per hour. This is a damaging tornado. It is a confirmed tornado on the ground, doing damage. Mobile Regional Airport and I-10 and I-65 around 6:30 p.m. Midtown Mobile around 6:40 p.m. Seams around 6:45 p.m. Pritchard I-165 and I-65 intersection at 6:50 p.m. Chickasha at 6:55 p.m. This area has been under tornado warnings before. Several times today. Yep, right there's our area of interest. Right there, just south of I-10. Let's zoom in and watch this here. If you're in the path of the storm, I-10 all the way up through Mobile, you definitely need to be ready to seek shelter here whenever. Well, or right now, if you honestly, if you're in the path of this tornado warning, you need to be seeking some sort of shelter Lowest level of your home, interior, most room. Basement's always preferable. Side note, looks like that severe thunderstorm warning still remains in effect up there to the southeast of Hattiesburg. But I am most concerned about this tornado warning that does include Mobile, Alabama. This is a confirmed tornado warning, folks. Like I said, this is 100% confirmed tornado warning. Tornado on the ground, potentially doing damage here. Confirmed by radar. It's probably right about there, maybe. Debris signature active on radar, or at least was. National Weather Service still has this tagged as an observed tornado. Location, guys, is the Mobile County area. I've got it right here on the radar map for us to watch. Hopefully you can see that. Just, unfortunately, for the sake of my voice, I cannot just continuously be a loop here. I do have to take a break, otherwise we will end up here with some potential voice problems. It's not that I'm trying to ignore anybody, it's just I am one person, and I do like being able to speak the next day. Yeah, I'm sure that local news is probably going nuts over this right now, especially with those storms in Mobile, that very populated area. Um, they are probably hoping this is done soon also. If we were out there, I don't even know if we'd be successfully chasing these at this point, to be honest with you. I would assume we would probably be here near Mobile. If we weren't in Mobile, we'd probably be south on I-10. These are tough storms to chase though, because they're here and they're quick. They don't last long, but as soon as one's done, a new one forms, and it's not always in the same spot. So these are really tough storms to chase. So if there are any storm chasers out there, they're working really, really tough, really hard, and really diligently here to be able to see these. Takes a lot of skill. Pull chat back up on screen. Yeah. Yeah, it does. Yeah, a little luck is sometimes needed. I agree with that. No, I don't think I would just sit there and let these pass over. I'm just not that kind of person. That's probably what a smart person would do, but I wouldn't. We'd be driving all over the place. We'd be getting frustrated. This is a good setup to sit out, though. Like, if I had to pick one setup out of the whole year to sit out that was a good setup, it'd probably be this one. That's for sure. Yes, a tornado is confirmed here, near southwest of Mobile, near I-10. Observe when we talk about an observed tornado, that means it's observed, it's confirmed. Where do I predict the first snowfall? I have no idea. Beats me. Somewhere in the United States. That's about all I can do. Do I see any footage of velocity of the tornado? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. We have storm relative velocity on our radar. I don't necessarily need like a screen recording of it or anything. We're able to look at it live here on our radar. I'm going to go ahead and highlight a couple of regions here. This area here is our concern for potential tornado. It looks like maybe down here near Highway 188 we could have something trying to form as well just by looking at reflectivity. In the background here, I am literally uh, typing Linux commands. It's pretty awful. I have also no idea what I'm doing with Linux commands. Linux rocks. So basically what I'm doing is running a small. It's a Raspberry Pi. I ordered a couple of them in case I screwed them up, but basically to be the processor of our new live streaming system that we're running. A lot of people on Twitter were like, "Oh, it's already been done." No, it hasn't, because this is custom code that we're putting out. Like, this is a custom program, an app that myself and a developer, literally just made. So it's working so far. We're just kind of adjusting it. So hopefully everything works out here shortly. I'm just not a big command line person. It's also very difficult for me to test our streaming system here in the studio. I have 0 phone service. And I'll go ahead and show you. Hold on. I have like hundreds of notifications on my phone. I got to swipe them away in case any of them are like private or anything. But if you look up top here, SOS only mode, it is literally it's a Faraday cage in here. AT&T barely gets service, so we are reliant on the Wi-Fi. We have a fiber connection here. We've got about it's a gigabit, so we get like 950 megabits down, and like the uplink's not as impressive. It's only like 75 megabits up, but that's more than plenty for what I'm doing here. Yeah, the little Raspberry Pis are kind of cool. It's really the only thing. I didn't want to run this. I wanted to, what we're building, I wanted to be 100% proprietary and only run on our systems, but then, stuff that we've built. And then a potential sponsor or partner of another existing service that is modified to run on Linux or on these little Raspberry Pi boards. We got in contact with each other and they're like, hold up here, look at what we're doing. And it just so happens to be very much alike with what I was developing, except theirs might work a little bit better. And they've got a couple of tweaks that we're doing to it. So we're going to put what we've developed and what these other folks have developed together and see how they act and potentially replace live view. So we might be getting rid of that expensive, bulky live view system here, hopefully soon. A lot of people in the chat. Somebody in there from Germany. Holy smokes. Folks from all over. We still got one tornado warning for Mobile. Let me give you an update on that. This is a confirmed tornado on the ground near Theodore. It's moving to the north at 35. That's 35 miles per hour. It's a damaging tornado. This tornado will be near. Now, these are all central time zones. Tillman's Corner around 6:35. I-10 and I-65 around 6:40, Midtown Mobile and Mobile Regional Airport around 6:45, downtown Mobile around 6:50, Pritchard, Chickasha, Seams, and I-65 at I-165 around 5 or 6:50 p.m. Let's go ahead real quick and zoom in on that area. So this is our area of concern right here, just northwest of Theodore. Yeah, it's our debris signature right here. It's not where I like to see it either, right over a residential area. So right now the debris signature is over Theodore Dawes Road and Old Pascagoula Road, which is also intersected with Sperry Road. So here's I-10 and the interchange. It looks like mile marker 13 or exit 13 right there, correct? Yes. This is exit 13. Exit 13 at I-10. We're looking at this potential tornado here just off to your northwest right there at the 13 exit on I-10. Very serious situation there. Southwest of Quail Run. We just were covering that area with another tornado warning too. Never, ever a good sign. Hopefully everybody's staying safe and sheltering as they should. Yeah, a lot of these warnings are over the same locations as previous tornado warnings. The They've issued another severe thunderstorm warning up here near Beaumont and Leakesville, Mississippi as well. Just a severe thunderstorm warning, though, in the yellow box there. Hold on here. Trying to look at the mesoanalysis page here briefly. Really watching this one here. Gulf Shores. Hope we don't have a problem with this one now, too. Not too much. This one down here on southeast of Dauphin Island is still showing some rotation. Folks, I do need to step out for 1 second. I do need to go reboot something. This is going to take me just a minute or two. So I'm going to go ahead and put up just the radar on the screen here. So bear with me. It's 6:38 p.m. Central Time, and I will be back here in about 4 to 5 minutes here. I just need to run out to the car and actually reboot something. I will be back in just one moment. All right, so we're back. I don't really see a whole lot in new development here. Actually, might be able to start wrapping things up here soon. This tornado warning goes for another, or tornado watch goes for another couple of hours, though. Interesting. Let's check and make sure I'm definitely not missing anything. Okay. Just trying to update myself a little bit. So we're going to keep an eye here. I'm interested in, of course, not only our tornado warned storm that's near Mobile, but there's potential one down here near Gulf Shores. I think we're hopefully going to get a break here and be able to clear. Yeah, guys, I'm aware of the, like I said, folks, we are, yes, this is an on-the-ground confirmed storm near Tillman's Corner. Chat just lit up there for a second for some reason about it. Yes, this, like I said, we did announce earlier, this is an observed tornado. I just saw like 7 people mention in there. I wonder if my chat's delayed. I just saw like 7 people like just announce that, OMG, this is like on the ground. I must be, my chat must be delayed. Yeah, because this has been on the ground for a little while, folks. This tornado warning here near Mobile is an observed tornado. It's partially old news. Unfortunately, it looks like a tornado is doing damage here. Play this back for a minute, see if we can identify the CC drop. It's kind of hard to tell using this radar tilt. Looks like there almost might be 2 areas that we need to watch. One right here, maybe one right here. Regardless, still watching this one here near Gulf Shores. It's possible we've got some rotation there, just over Gulf Shores. Okay, hopefully these will wind down here soon and we can catch a break, and these folks that live here can catch a break. I'm sure it's been a pretty awful, stressful day here for these folks. Yeah, sorry for being a little distracted here. I'm trying to look at some other reports here and try to confirm if there are any visual confirmation of some of these. It's just difficult to do here while live without having the other computers on. Typically would have that, but rolled into the studio, into the office here, and within about 30 seconds had a live stream going. So, a little crazy here. But thank you everybody for showing up and supporting the stream. I think that we're actually going to be in a position where we can start to wind down a little bit here. This observed tornado warning goes for another 12 minutes. Hopefully that will that will indeed start winding down. I've got another radar indicated tornado warning that just got issued. This is for Perry County, Wayne County, and Greene County again until 7:45 p.m. At 6:45 p.m., a severe thunderstorm is capable of producing a tornado. It's 9 miles east of Richton, Mississippi, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. It'll be near Clara around 7:25 p.m. and Buckatuna around 7:30 p.m. That's just radar indicated, though, folks. It's not confirmed to be on the ground right now. It's just a radar indicated storm. It means it's capable of producing a tornado, and it would be right there. Sand Hill, Avera, you need to be seeking shelter right now. Up Highway 42 and 63, the same. That's a little bit more rural area, though, thankfully. Just for reference, folks, this is I-20 up here. So we are well south of I-20 for all of these storms. This one down here near Mobile is concerning me, though, just because of its proximity to Mobile. Okay. So again, this big red area here, and I'll highlight it because the precipitation does cover some of it on the map. Highlighting it in white here. That is a tornado watch in the red. Some areas here are for another 8 minutes, so these western counties over here are going to expire from the tornado watch. These eastern counties over here are going to remain in the tornado watch for about another, well, until 10 p.m. Central. So another 3 hours or so. Yeah, I see the tornado warning there, folks. We just need to wait for the text to load here before we do anything with it. I don't want to accidentally spread unconfirmed information here. We've got it graphically, which is down here near Gulf Shores. The Gulf Shores storm did go tornado warn. I'm just waiting for the text to come over the wire. Okay. So this storm is tornado warn near Gulf Shores. It's going to be impacting areas like Foley and Robertsdale. This is a radar indicated storm, so this is a new tornado warning for southeastern Baldwin County and southwestern Alabama, and it goes until 7:30 p.m. At 6:51 p.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Gulf Shores, moving north at 30 miles per hour. The storm will be near the following locations. Again, Central Time. Central Time. Let's see here. It looks like Foley at 7:10, Alberta at 7:15, Summerdale at 7:20, and Robertsdale at 7:30 p.m. Let's go ahead and look at the velocity on that. This is going to show us basically the rotation or the direction and the vector of the wind, basically. So vector being direction and speed of the wind here. So you can see we've got, we can even go in here and be like, okay, we got about 50 knot wind, 60 mile per hour wind or so there. So we definitely have some areas, or an area rather, that is rotating here over the northwest side of Gulf Shores, between Gulf Shores and Oak. North of Highway 180 right here, but west of Highway 59. I would imagine that this thing, let's put this in motion. Looks like this area of rotation here is going to skirt right up here toward Foley on Highway 59. So if you live in this purple area here, this purple pink box, if you live in that area, you need to seek shelter. If you know anybody that does, make sure that they know about this. You can send them this video, tell them to check their weather radio, their local media, etc. They need to be seeking shelter, especially this area right here along this north-south road, which is Highway 59. Nothing confirmed on that cell right now, though. So got 3 tornado warnings at the moment. Got somebody in Foley in the chat. Here we go again. Yeah, exactly. Here you do go again. Honestly, I think Foley is probably, well, let's hyper analyze this a little bit since we have somebody actually in Foley. This is our area here where we would find our tornado, more specifically right here. But we're just going to go ahead and highlight this entire area, this bear's cage. This is moving kind of to the northeast a little bit, so it very well could impact Foley. But these storms haven't been super long-lived. It's possible this thing could diminish here relatively quickly. But again, very populated area, so we need to be mindful of that. Radar is still showing the area of rotation a little bit farther south than reflectivity. I can't tell if we've got a debris signature here or if that's just a radar artifact. We're going to give this one more... We're going to give this area right here one more scan, and we're going to see if that is persistent. If it is, then it's potential that we do have a tornado on the ground. What you're seeing right there is a potential debris signature, but potential. This is not a confirmed tornado right now. National Weather Service is monitoring the same data that we are, and they will make the official call on this. We'll monitor that for one more scan before we raise any alarm bells. One of these is a new tornado warning now. New observed tornado warning. The National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning. Tornado warning is in effect now for central Mobile County. That's the storm over here. Central Mobile County in southwestern Alabama until 7:45 p.m. Central Time. A tornado-producing storm is 4 miles south of the Mobile Regional Airport, 5 miles northwest of Tillman's Corner, moving northeast at 20 miles per hour. The hazard is a damaging tornado. This tornadic storm will be near the Mobile Regional Airport at 7:05 p.m. Seams around 7:25 p.m. I-65 and 158 highway at 7:30 p.m. Still not seeing this as an observed tornado warning. Guys, I'm going to call it right here. If you're just northwest of Gulf Shores, it looks like you've got a tornado on the ground potentially. We're going to give this a minute here and see if the National Weather Service updates this to an observed tornado warning. But right now, based on my meteorological experience here as a storm chaser and analyzing this behind a desk in the capacity of meteorologist, I'm going to go ahead and say near Bon Secour, I believe. likely have a tornado on the ground. It looks like we just updated, and we do now have a confirmed tornado warning just updated. At 6:57 p.m., a confirmed tornado was located over Bon Secour. I hope I'm saying it right. But if you're in this area, you know what I'm talking about. It's close enough. 4 miles north of Gulf Shores, moving to the north at 30 miles per hour. The hazard is a damaging tornado. It is a radar confirmed tornado, and this tornado will be near the following areas in Central Time: Foley at 7:10 p.m., Alberta at 7:15, Summerdale at 7:20, Robertsdale at 7:30 p.m. This is a confirmed tornado. This is what I was waiting for, and it is waiting for in terms of confirmation. And it is indeed a damaging tornado on the ground doing damage. We've got a debris signature right there. Looks like it's in a populated area, but you can see by the street and the road map here, it might not be super heavily populated, thankfully. This area right here needs to be extra cautious, needs to be hyper cautious between here and Foley. Oh my goodness, it's a big debris signature. Jeez. Okay. Foley seeks shelter. It's just north of Gulf Shores. Gulf Shores, well, assuming that this is kind of the town border of Gulf Shores, you're in the clear. But if you are south of this tornado warning, like the center of Gulf Shores, you're fine. It's moving north. You can see right here, we've got this inflow notch. We've got wind coming in, RFDs wrapping around. That's going to cause this area to rotate. We can visualize that here using storm relative velocity. Right there, we've got our area of rotation near Oak. It's going to be moving up Highway 59 toward Foley. Be prepared. 350,000 people in that area. Not good. Real quick, let's bounce over to other tornado warnings. We've got a radar indicated tornado warning here for Perry, Wayne, and Greene County, Mississippi. Again, Perry, Wayne, and Greene County, Mississippi. This goes for another 45 minutes. Severe thunderstorm is capable of producing a tornado east of Richton, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. It'll be near Clara around 7:25 and Buckatuna, or Buckatuna, whichever it is, around 7:30 p.m. I've got another tornado warning. This is another observed tornado warning. The National Weather Service Mobile has issued a tornado warning for central Mobile County in southwestern Alabama until 7:45 p.m. You can see it here on the left. At 6:54 p.m., a little bit old here, a tornado-producing storm was 4 miles south of the Mobile Regional Airport. Given the current time, I'm going to go ahead right now and say it's probably over or just north of the Mobile Regional Airport. 5 miles northwest of Tillman's Corner, moving to the north at 20 miles per hour. Mobile Regional Airport at 7:05 p.m. It's probably over the Mobile Regional Airport at this point. Seems around at 7:25 p.m. I-65 in Alabama 158 at 7:30 p.m. Let's go ahead and take a look here at the velocity on this storm as well. This area right here is actually kind of concerning. Here's the problem, guys. This is the cone of silence right here over top of our radar site. This is where our radar tower is. It's shooting out radar beams in 360 degrees, but it cannot see directly over it. So really all of this, anything inside the circle here is a little bit tainted. We're going to have to go up in volume scans here. Yeah, this area right here looks to be possibly concerning, but it's possible we could have something directly over the radar site as well. Got another observed tornado warning here. I'm actually pretty concerned about this one. A tornado was confirmed. An actual tornado is confirmed on the ground near Bon Secour or 4 miles north of Gulf Shores, moving to the north at 30 miles per hour. Let's check on our debris signature. Not good. I'm not trying to cause alarm or panic, but it looks like we could have a tornado. Well, we do have a tornado on the ground right here. That's our tornado. It's on the ground, and it's moving off to the north, maybe with a little bit of an easterly component. What do they have it actually pegged at? Moving north. Okay. Let's look at the motion here of the debris signature. Watch the debris signature here. It is definitely moving due north. So I would say areas right along and just due west of I-59, which runs north-south here into Foley, really need to be on high alert and be hyper alert with this storm and hyper active here. especially the west side of Foley. Honestly, the entire area of Foley could be impacted by potentially a damaging tornado, but especially that west side and the southwest side is more concerning to me right now. If you're inside that pink tornado warning, that pinkish purple tornado warning box, please seek shelter, especially if you're in Foley and Point South, because you are in the most immediate danger out of anybody there. I'll go ahead and zoom out for a minute with our 3 tornado warnings. Okay. Just want to go ahead and update our title there a little bit. That might be a little bit more diffuse now. Looks like that tornado debris signature is a little bit more diffuse than it was. Which is always good. Let me see if I can get a little bit of information on that storm. Yeah, right here is where our tornado debris signature was. It looks like it probably picked up quite a bit of debris. It looks like maybe some debris fallout happening here. We just need to keep an eye on this here. It looks like it may have intensified again there. I'm not sure if it's diffusing, like it's fizzling out a little bit here, so to speak, or if this is legitimately still on the ground here. So let's just give this a minute. Apparently there's some reports of some damage occurring down here as well. Three tornado warnings. Gulf Shores and north to Foley, Mobile, This one up here, way south, or well south of Waynesboro as well. Looking at that Mobile storm right now. Okay. I'm not paying a whole lot of attention to this storm up here near Sand Hill and Hintonville. That's just not a super populated area. That tornado warning does remain in effect up there, so please don't forget about that one. But I'm really trying to focus here on these most populated areas. Okay. This is where we'd be looking for our tornado. We did have one there a minute ago. I'm not sure if we do anymore. It's not as a defined debris signature. It's possible that tornado is not on the ground anymore. The tornado may have lifted here, which is good because this storm is moving into Foley now. Still, treat this as if there is a tornado on the ground. There still could be. All right, we might start to wind down again here. That would be nice. They are still considering this a confirmed tornado warning, though. Tornado warning remains in effect until 7:30 p.m. South Central Baldwin County, Alabama. As of 7:10, there is a confirmed tornado over Bonds Cower. 4 miles southwest of Foley, moving north at 15 miles per hour. Radar confirmed. So Weather Service is still considering this a tornado on the ground. It'll be at Foley at about 7:25. Robertsdale, Summerdale, and Silver Hill around 7:45. All right, we are watching all 3 tornado warnings. Just trying to hyper focus here on the ones with the population. Most important here. Of course, I am only one person, folks. If you are unhappy with the coverage or you want more or different coverage, always recommend your local news stations as they are most familiar with your local area. Not sure if I would consider this tunnel vision on the wrong storm, folks. Here's the deal. We've got 3 tornado warnings. Once again, 3 of them. 1, 2, and 3. This storm up here is not really in a populated area. There is population, don't get me wrong, and those folks do matter. However, there's not as much population as these 2 down here. And I have covered or read this tornado warning several times. Right now, well, up until now, this one here near Gulf Shores was the most concerning. So we are focusing on the most concerning one. This one up here near Mobile is still concerning. However, I am one person and we can only really fit one on the screen at a time, so we have to bounce back and forth. That's just kind of how it is. You know, looking at velocity on all of these, though, it looks like we could have something trying to happen there near Highway 98 and 72, which is that area that I was mentioning just a couple of minutes before we switched to the other storm. This one here near Foley, though, just refuses to quit. Not seeing as defined as a debris signature there, so I think that one may be on its way out. We're so close to the radar site on the storm here near Mobile that it's really kind of tough. However, this storm here northwest of Mobile, it is not in the center of Mobile, thankfully, but along Highway 98 here and 158, areas between there are going to be, or should be monitoring very closely. Angie's in there with a super chat. I appreciate it, Angie. Thank you very much. I'll go ahead and zoom out here to all 3 of these for just a moment to give everybody a look at the bigger picture. It's been non-stop over the past couple hours. And this has been going on since even before I started streaming, believe it or not. This was happening on the way to the office. Trying to get a little bit of information here. Yeah, it's something we need to be mindful of. It's getting dark out, so you're gonna have a hard time seeing these storms. That is for sure. God, wonder. Now that the storm's moving away from the radar site here, we can probably get a little bit better view. Yeah, pretty intense signature here near Highway 98. If we get anything on correlation, maybe. Give this a minute to populate here. Jason's got a super chat in there as well. I appreciate it, Jason. Thank you very much. This is not loading this higher tilt. Not sure why. It's possible. Maybe that right there. Regardless, if you're west-northwest of Mobile, especially in this area between Highway 98 and whatever that is up there, what is that, 168? 158. Like Rosehaven, Henry Road Estates, really need to be taking that warning pretty seriously. This one down here near Foley, the rotation's kind of tightened a little bit again there. Not sure if that one's on the ground anymore or not. I'll go ahead and zoom in on this Mobile one here for a minute or two. That one is most concerning to me at this moment. Tornado in Mobile was 7 miles from your house. Well, it's lucky that it was 7 miles from your house and not 7 feet from your house. It's kind of scary. I'm glad it missed you. Folks, it looks like we probably have a tornado on the ground or possibly an imminent tornado here. If it's not on the ground, it very well could be at any moment. Rotation is happening here in this storm just south of Highway 158, which runs right here, and Highway 45, which runs right there. Just to the southwest of that intersection. This tornado warning remains in effect. It is for central Mobile County. Let's go ahead and take a look here at this one near Foley one more time. Just west-northwest of Foley. Be this area here. Summerdale, you guys are up here. You need to be seeking shelter as well. At least at the present time. It's possible the storm will not make it all the way up to you. But we need to keep an eye on it. Regardless, you're in this tornado warning box, which is right here. So you need to be prepared to seek shelter if you're not already. This tornado warning up here. Looks like it's going to be rain wrapped. Yeah, here's our area of concern right in there. That's going to, well, that very well could be rain wrapped. Thanks for the super chat, Kevin. I appreciate it. Yeah, Radar Omega is helping us follow stuff too. Ah. A tornado warning also remains in effect for southeastern Wayne and northwestern Greene counties for another 20 minutes or so. Not covering this storm as much because I think the tornado threat on this is a little bit lower. Maybe right there and right there. I don't know. Is a little bit lower than elsewhere. It's also a less populated area, but these pinkish purple boxes on screen are tornado warnings. And thank you, Carrie, again for the super chat. You are awesome. I appreciate it. So again, remember, folks, these red shaded areas here are the tornado watch counties. So tornadoes are possible really in any of those counties. We're hoping that once we get this round through here, we'll get a little bit of a break from these tornado warnings. Definitely a stressful situation for anybody that lives down in that area. Loves on or off has also sent us a super chat. Thank you very much. Looking at a couple of things here, also chatting here to make sure I'm not missing anything. We've dropped that tornado warning up here. It's no longer a tornado warning. Severe thunderstorm only. There was a confirmed tornado there west of Mobile a little bit ago, though, regardless. Oh boy, howdy. Still have that area of rotation, so that's why Weather Service is keeping this storm warned here, just northwest of Foley. It's possible that we've got some tornado debris being lofted, but this thing's going to expire in 3 minutes, so let's wait and see here if they continue this tornado warning. They might reissue this tornado warning just based on the fact that there is still some rotation in the storm. So we're going to stand by and see if we get a new tornado warning or an extension of that tornado warning down here. And then we've got the observed tornado warning up here northwest of Mobile. So do we have an update on it? No, we don't. But it is for a tornado warning in Mobile County, Alabama. Tornado is on the ground, or is about to be on the ground, or was on the ground a moment ago. Not guaranteeing this thing is on the ground at this second. It very well could be, though, so treat this as if it is on the ground regardless. So close to the radar site, a lot of the CC is pretty dirty. I would suspect our tornado would be somewhere right about there. Yeah, we're gonna need to wait and see how they play out that Foley storm. I haven't seen anything else come across the wire, so we're still waiting on that. You need to keep an eye in the bay. Storm here could move up to the north and become tornado warned. But thank you, everybody. I appreciate you joining and watching the live coverage here. Trying to sort some things out. Normally, when we're doing severe weather coverage, we've got things a little bit more in place, but okay. So that tornado warning did not get reissued. Let me confirm that we don't have something about to come across the wire here on that. Sometimes we'll get these tornado warnings to expire, and then a minute or two will go by, and we'll get another one. So I just want to make sure that that's before we give the all clear here between Foley and Robertsdale. Let's make sure we don't get a warning issued on that, because there is a little bit of rotation there, but it's not very strong. And our tornado warning up here expires in 14 minutes for Mobile County. Tornado warning. All right, tornado being reported by law enforcement now 4 miles north of Foley. If you are in Summerdale area here, north of Foley, seek shelter right now. We do not have a tornado warning. Scratch that, it just came across. We just got that tornado warning to come across the wire. Tornado warning just got issued. There it is right there. I'm not sure if law enforcement's actually reporting that or if they're just trying to read the tornado warning. Sometimes they're not the best at getting that information across because, for example, this is at 7:30 p.m. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was over Summerdale, 4 miles north of Foley. And I don't know if they're reporting that from the warning or if they actually have eyes on it. But law enforcement did just announce here that they did make an announcement about a tornado 4 miles north of Foley. Again, I don't know if they were just reading that warning text or if they actually have kind confirmation of that. So let's just hold on here, and we'll know here shortly. But tornado warning was reissued. That's why I wanted to wait for that all clear here. Areas just north of Foley. So we've got these two warnings now to keep an eye out for. Okay, let's see here. It's been an extremely active day here. It's pretty much I'm going to go ahead and say it's been a tornado outbreak at this point. My goodness. North of Foley, south of Robertsdale. Near Summerdale. Definitely need to be seeking shelter. This area up here is kind of broad. I don't know if that's still on the ground or not. We're going to wait and see if this tornado warning up here gets reissued. It's possible that it does not. Let me go ahead and check social media real quick and see if I'm seeing any reports. Okay. Let's go ahead and focus on this one here near Summerdale. Kind of interested in that right there. I wonder if that is our tornado. That would coincide properly with our rotation. Watch this area I've circled with my pen. And then when we flip it over to CC, correlation coefficient, that might be a tornado right there, folks, just southwest or southeast of Summerdale. I'll have to watch that for a couple of radar scans. Need to watch that very closely. Yeah, we need to watch that. Otherwise, good news is, folks, that's about it. That's all we've got here for warnings down there. A new scan. Let's go ahead and go dual pane. So real quick, folks, to explain what's going on here, we are looking at the same storm. This is a split screen here. On the left is the reflectivity or the precipitation. On the right, this is correlation coefficient. We're using this to see if we can detect debris in the air. There might have been some. So it's possible we had a brief tornado here, but I don't know if it's anything that I would consider necessarily imminent or 100% for certain on the ground right now. We'll see if the National Weather Service agrees or disagrees. think we might be winding down with that Mobile storm. Hopefully. It's pretty much out of the warning box. That's been a problem storm for a while now. Let's look at the velocity on this again. We haven't done that for a minute. It's definitely there. A bit of rotation here in this severe thunderstorm warning as well up there north of Leakesville. National Weather Service has a severe thunderstorm warning for Washington, Wayne, and Greene counties until 8:30 p.m. State Line, Buckatuna, and Fruitdale are all impacted. We have a damaging wind threat as well with this line of storms. This is a pretty weak debris signature, if even. Just a CC drop. I haven't gotten an update on that warning either, so I'm not sure if that's on the ground or not. I'm kind of leaning toward not. Regardless, need to be seeking shelter. Hearing some public safety reports of some minor damage here in Baldwin County area, but I haven't heard any like catastrophic damage reports or anything strange like that. Yeah, warning for Mobile is expiring or canceled, whichever, so that'll probably drop off the map here shortly. Yeah, Mobile, your threat's over. Right now, our threat remains potentially even with these as they move onshore. Once we'll stay live here and get this warning figured out. Again, tornado warning, got 33 minutes left on this one. Okay. Another $10 super chat from Gloves On or Off. Thank you again for your generous super chat. And of course, everybody else who may have super chatted that I may have missed. I try to announce those, but sometimes I do miss them. Also, folks, I have been posting some YouTube shorts. They haven't gotten a whole lot of views, but those are really good ways to gain subscribers. So I've been trying to post those a little bit more. All right. I'm really interested to see what happens with this tornado warning. It's definitely some rotation there, but it's not super concerning, I guess, to put it in easy to understand non-meteorological terms. It's still concerning, don't get me wrong. However, personally, I believe that if you're south of Summerdale, like in the southern half of this warning, you're probably in the clear. Area of concern here is with this storm near Robertsdale. Sarah's got a super chat as well. Thank you, Sarah. All right, so our exciting coverage here, not really, continues on for a little bit yet as we watch this storm. I think I just broke my chair. Well, I was able to lean my chair back, but it just stopped doing that. And it doesn't have a lever under it or anything. I might have to tip the chair over here in a little bit and try to figure it out. Strange. Very strange. Anyway. Yeah, this looks a little bit broad now. The likelihood that that's going to produce a tornado right now, I think, is a little bit lower than it was. But regardless, remember, this is a tornado warning, guys. These don't get issued for just no reason. There is a reason it's issued, and that's because the storm could produce a tornado. I'm not 100% certain, though, if that's actually going to happen or not. Regardless, take this very seriously. These streamers of supercells back here we need to watch. But I think those are going to be outside of the most favorable environment. These supercells here, especially these ones, are concerning me a little bit, though. A little bit of rotation there, southeast of Dauphin Island. Man, that's where we've had several of these move into the bay and then eventually go tornado warned. Don't forget our severe thunderstorm warning up here near Leakesville, Washington County, Mississippi as well. This little area here in the bay is possibly something to watch too. All right. Tornado threat's really winding down here for Robertsdale. Folks, I think I'm going to go ahead and use this opportunity as a way to wrap up, get ready to wrap up this stream. There's going to be tornado threats possible here coming out of this wave through the night, but unfortunately, folks, my schedule has not allowed me to even start on the project I need to start on, and I need to get that started tonight. If we end up with a situation where it looks like we're going to have a long track, violent or strong tornado, I'm definitely going to come back live and cover it. But right now, let's go ahead and start wrapping this up here unless something happens in the next couple of minutes. These red counties here, you're under a tornado watch if you're in those red counties. It means the tornadoes are possible until 10 p.m. tonight. Severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect up here north of Leakesville. Tornado warning remains in effect here near Robertsdale. Guys, I think this is going to end up expiring. I mean, there is some potential rotation in there, but if you watch this area here over the past few frames, it is weakening. So we need to keep an eye on that. And thank you, yeah, super chat for the chair repair fund. Awesome. Well said. The areas that I'm watching right now in Mobile Bay right there, and then this one here in the Gulf right there. They actually did just update that tornado warning, didn't they? So at 7:50, a severe thunderstorm is capable of producing a tornado. Located over Robertsdale, moving north at 25 miles per hour. This tornadic thunderstorm will remain over mainly rural areas of Baldwin County. So I think that's a good time to call it quits, folks. I hate to do it, but we've got to at some point. Our tornado warning is going to remain over rural areas, so it's not going to affect a lot of people. And it'll probably be another hour before these things actually get on land and cause anything. So I'll try to put updates on Twitter if I can. I appreciate everybody, though, that did join in and give us a visit here. Thank you to our super chatters, our new members, etc. We do have our store online. We're adding more things to it. It's a work in progress. SeeTheStorm.com. You can go there to find social media, ways to support us. You can find links to videos, download Radar Omega, and you can also find a link to, of course, our weather store. I did pin that link in the YouTube chat. So I'm watching Friday for the next potential day for storm chasing. Thursday, Friday, Saturday of next week. I'll have updates on that as we get a little bit closer. Of course, YouTube members, you'll get information on that first, but I'll be posting some stuff about that over the next few days. By Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll be able to hone in on that a little bit. Expect a live stream from me at some point tomorrow night. Looks like Monday we probably won't have one, but Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and probably live streams every single night, whether it's on the road or from here. So with that said, I'm going to get out of here. Again, the Discord server is on our website, SeeTheStorm.com as well. Thank you for putting up with me for this past hour and a half. It doesn't seem like it's been that long, but this past hour and a half of reading out lots of tornado warnings. There probably will be more tornado warnings tonight. And again, I will go live again if a significant and urgent threat looks to be appearing, like a long track violent tornado or something. It's always entirely possible. But regardless, have a good night, everybody. Thank you for supporting us, and I will see you back on the next live stream.